Hello everybody, this is Michael. In this video, we will talk about the segment 7 control module analysis for the FPGA driver 7-segment display 06. From previous video, we got this system block. In this video, we will focus on this module. So this module will output the ID information, the ID signal to the driver module. It also output the ID signal to the data module, and also use the start signal to control the driver module to run or not, and use the down signal to see the driver module is busy or not. And for the ID signal, from here, for the ID signal is control this ID, control this 4-bit pin selection. This pin selection will select which display turn on. As you see here, the 4 display 1, 2, 3, 4 share the bus, share the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, D, P bus. This is for each LED inside the display. Okay? So we need to turn on each display one by one. We use these 4 control pin to control it. So if we give the 1, 0, 0, it turn on this LED. It turn on this display. Another one, if it's 0, 1, 0, 0, it turn on this one. Another one, if 0, 0, 1, 0, turn on this one. And the last one will turn on this one. But in real time, we need to see all the information on 4 display, on all of it, right? And if we switch this control pin fast enough, the all display will turn on the same time for our human eyes. It called the persistent of vision. The research shows that the input image to our eyes can keep from 0.1 to 0.4 seconds. So if we turn on each display faster than this time, our eyes, our brain see the 4 display turn on at the same time. We will see all the digital number at the same time. This result is called the persistence of vision. So how fast we can switch the bus? In our project, we use 0.001 second. It means 1 milliseconds to switch the control pin, and it is the ID signal from here to switch the control pin. So if we So if we need this 1 millisecond delay, we need a clock divider. This 1 millisecond delay is like 1k hertz. It's 1k hertz. We need one clock divider divide our clock input, get 1k hertz frequency to switch the 4 control ID is also came out from here. Okay. Next step, let's take a look at what will inside this module and what's the flow chart of this module. So for this module, of course, for any module, the first status will be idle state. After idle state, we will check the 1 millisecond arrive or not. So we need this 1 millisecond to switch the ID to re-switch the ID signal. We need fast enough. Okay, if this time is not arrived, so we will go back to idle state. If it is arrived, we will go to check state. The check state to do what kind of thing is to check the down-in signal. To check whether the driver is busy or not. If it is done, so it's free. If it is free, we can go to the next step. So if the driver is done or not. If not done, we keep into the check state. If done, we go into the control state. The control state will control the ID, switch the ID, and open the start signal, enable the driver to output all the data. After the control state, we go back to the idle, to waiting another 1 millisecond, arrive or not. Okay, so let's take a look at the state table. The first state, of course, is idle state. In this state, we disable the start signal. We keep the ID unchanged. We keep the old value inside the ID. Okay, the next state will be check state. The check state will check the driver is done or not. It means the driver is busy or not. So if the driver is free, we go to the control state. The control state will enable the start signal and increase the ID by 1. So it means switch the ID control pin. It is here. Switch the ID control pin and switch each display. So switch each display. It's here. So this is the state machine for the 7-segment control module. And this is the action, what we need to do at each state. Okay, so this is segment 7 control module analysis. Next video, we will actually coding this module to see how we convert the status machine into actually code. Okay, this is Michael. Thank you for your watching. See you next time.